Welcome to my Valheim Pack Mule series. I created a mod which basically requires me to be a pack mule because I'm not allowed to store any items. Anything I want to keep has to stay in my inventory at all times. I was excited to show my wife my first mod, but since she's never played Valheim, I decided to take her along for an entire playthrough. Join us as I play through all of Valheim with only the gear on my back. Alright, so in the last episode, we finally killed the queen. And this one we're going to kill Fader. Incredible.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
So the only thing I have to do still is collect the last two bells, which are going to be in the fortresses. And so there's a lot in this video that is literally just prepping to do the fortresses and to kill Fader. So that's fun.
And in a desperate attempt to end on episode 40.
Hey, yeah. It's not just an attempt to end on 40.
A little long.
Here's the feelings. I could have ended in one more episode, but also there's a lot of really repetitive content in here that if I was going to try to split it up, it'd be like, this episode, I'm gathering resources to go to the fortress.
Hey, I support you. I'm legally obligated to.
This is what we're doing. I'm making a note. I gotta kill Fader. This is very important.
Yeah, you might forget it.
I might forget. Anyways, okay. So from the queen, she gives you these majestic carapaces, which you can use to upgrade the artisan table. The one thing you really get from this is you can make ceramic plates and flame metal missiles. Flame metal missiles are good if you want to make like those crossbow thing. You can like make your own crossbow defender things that automatically shoot things and use the missiles for it. The other bit, the ceramic plates, are if you want to make the Drakkar, the
Drakkar Noir.
Drakkar Noir and the Black Pearl. No, it's the fancy ship that goes into the Ashlands.
Yeah, it seems like it would be legit to have that, like, torpedoing at people. Why don't you want that?
Having it having what torpedo? What?
The missile thing?
Oh, so if you're gonna use it for like base defenses or something, I think it is helpful. This is quick. No, I'm looking through the Mistlands trying to make potions. I'm looking for Jotun puffs, and there's just freaking yells everywhere. Anyways. The arbalists, whatever the heck they're called in this, they're pretty good. They will also shoot you if you go in range of them, and
like your own.
They will shoot you, yeah. So the way around that is you can, because they shoot at anything that comes in range. You can use a trophy of a monster on it, and will only shoot that monster. Here's me randomly dying in the freaking Mistlands. I fell in the water, but I guess it wasn't enough water. Anyways, there's a lot of crap here. Okay, that was one play session. 3 minutes. Boom. Incredible.
How long was that play session, though?
I don't know. It's probably like half an hour. Much less concerned about the hour-long times I was trying to use as a basis for the episode. Yeah. Okay, so here right now I'm planting Jotun puffs. I was trying to find 10, because to make the lingering stamina potions that are really helpful for the boss fights, and for other things in general, you need 10 Jotun puffs and 10 sap. So I put that next to the sap. I'm growing more Jotun puffs. Now as soon as those are grown and I have more sap, I can make those potions more.
If those things shoot you, oh sorry, are you done?
Yeah.
If those things shoot you, then what is their point? I don't understand.
The crossbows?
Yeah.
Well, you like angle them out. They only have like an arc of range. So you face them a direction and they'll shoot anything coming from that direction. So you can like place them on the corners of your base, kind of like how they're placed on the fortress there, and they'll, shoot stuff out there.
Okay.
You can also use trophies for monsters on it, and it will shoot only that monster.
Why would that be helpful?
Because then it won't shoot you. I think they didn't want to give it the functionality of just being an incredible base defense of it just shoots everything that comes near and you put up a whole bunch of them because it'll shoot you or any, if you have any tamed creatures or anything. So, but the way around it so that it doesn't just shoot you is you have to, it'll only shoot one thing. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, I'm looking for fortresses. So there's one I had marked on the map, and that one just showed up, and there's another one right there. This is incredible. There's 2 fortresses pretty close together. I'm trying to navigate to them without attracting the attention of the giant fallen Valkyries that you see in the sky periodically, and also without dying from the lava. So, very fun.
Why don't they want it to be an incredible base defense this late in the game? Why does it matter? It feels like you've accomplished the whole game.
Well, the game's not done yet. Like, the game is still in development, technically. So, I don't know. Like, there's the Deep North coming up. I don't know how much they're going to be adding beyond that as well. Not necessarily beyond that, but, like, how much they're going to be adding to it in the current biomes and stuff.
I mean, I guess I get that. It just feels like you probably would have largely made your base early game. Such that late game, I guess maybe you spend a ton of time in your base late game. It just feels like you don't spend a ton of time in your base late game. Such that you don't really need the base defense.
Normal people that can store things, like when I was playing it too, like that, I feel like it's very nice to have a very big area to store things and to make all of the random different crafting stations and all that kind of stuff, and like, I don't know, 90% of the stuff is probably storing things, and that takes up a lot of space.
I'll believe you. I just don't get it.
Geez. Well, also then if you want to make it look nice, if you want to build things like that, like you do unlock more and more things to build with later in the game. Like now you're in the Ashlands, you have the Grouston, and all the little structures here you see that are kind of ruined. You can build stuff similar to that in your base, right? And so you get more and more stuff. Anyways, people build big bases.
I don't know. I just don't see how having those that don't shoot you but shoot everything else is such an amazing advantage. But I'll take your word for it.
I think it's just
we're going to spend the whole 50 minutes talking about this.
Well, yeah. Well, if you want to know about it, it's an automated defense is the point. I think it's like you don't have to sit there and do anything. You just stock them up, and then your base is defended because they just shoot everything that comes.
Okay. And they just don't want that. They want you to have to work for it.
There's no danger.
Okay.
Danger.
Okay. They want you to have to work for it. Got it. I'm with you.
So here's where I'm at with food. Have you taken note of that? I have a bunch of, now from going through the Ashlands, I have Seeker meat from the Mistlands. I have Asksvin meat and Vulture meat. So that's kind of what I'm using as my general use food. But also, so I just got to that fortress. I am about to do my second fortress excursion. So again, ideally I get this done in 2. I got 3 bell fragments from the first one, so if I get 3 from both of these, that's 2 fortresses I have to do. And I do have fire resistance potions this time, so
it should go better.
Yeah.
Have you looked at a map for the Ashlands? Do you know what's in here?
No, but Ashlands is pretty easy to navigate.
Well, I just didn't know if you
look to try to find the fortresses.
Yeah, or to find ones with a lot of bells or whatever.
I did not. Well, because I'm pretty sure, I don't know for sure. I think they're a lot more consistent. For my limited experience with them, it seems like they're a lot more consistent in that it's gonna be like between 2 and 4 bell fragments.
That's fair.
That it drops, as opposed to there's 0 or maybe there's 8. I don't know, because it's always the one. There's like a thing that drops.
Okay.
The fragments in there.
Yeah, that's so fair. Me and the people want to know what what information you're working with.
So for the Ashlands, I just figured it was going to be easy enough to find fortresses, and I will get some. Worst case, I have to do like 4. I have to go find another one, but I didn't actually look up anything for this because
Oh, you
I didn't
fell.
feel like I need to. I did. But, okay, so if you notice, some fire things are hitting me, and I'm burning, but just a little bit.
Yeah, you're doing great on
I got
that.
fire resistance. So for the potions I have going, I have fire resistance, and then the jumping, and then the running. So I got all that going. I got bone mass up. The food gets me up to like 200, 250 or 60 something max health, which is nice. It's all health food though, so I don't have a ton of stamina, but it's generally fine as long as I'm surviving. So yeah, general strategy that I've gone with. Again, I've taken out some fortresses, but I'm not like
An expert.
I'm kind of just doing my best here. But based on what I'm doing now, my strategy is take out the spawners, take out the crossbows, and then now I'm trying to run out and I'm trying to just pick them off as I'm seeing them by themselves.
Who is them?
Any monsters.
What about the little glowy green guys?
So the little green guys, if you can see green on them, they're summoned.
Yeah, I know.
And they're much weaker.
Yeah. So are you trying to attack those right now or not? Is my question.
I will if it's I don't know, if it comes up where it's like easy enough to hit them. If you notice, also the lightning from this sometimes kills them in one hit.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. But they will just summon more if you kill them, so those aren't really a priority.
Okay.
But yeah, and again, the lightning enchantment on this is very helpful because it bounces between a whole bunch of them when it hits. And it's more reason to just use the triple attack versus the stronger special attack because it has a chance to do the lightning on each hit. So you kind of just want to do more hits even though they're weaker.
I don't know the difference between these attacks. So if everybody that's listening understands that, then you don't have to clarify.
So your normal thing, that's it. That 3-hit combo. Pow, pow, pow.
Okay.
3 hits.
Each of those hits has a chance of lightning.
Yeah. Or you can do a special hit, which is when he winds up back here and then knocks them really far away. That's the special. It's just one really strong hit. It's just that the lightning also has the same chance to proc on that as any other hit. So it is generally more useful to just do the multi.
And the lightning is better than just the special.
Well, because it's just like extra damage added on.
Yeah.
So that's this all cleared out.
Was that on normal speed? That felt like it was on normal speed.
It is, yeah.
Wow, great job. You did a lot better.
Well, if you notice, bone mass I ignited right when I started, so that took like 3 minutes. This frickin' guy spawned out here and destroyed the portal.
Ew, what a dick.
So that's incredible. I was trying to figure out, I'm like, I still hear something attacking after here. And then I saw the damage numbers through the wall and went to check, and he already destroyed the portal. So super annoying. So I'm going to have to trek back to a portal to get the stuff back here.
Wow, like some schmuck.
Yeah. So, okay, so there's a jade and an iolite. Jade is the last gem that you have not seen yet. But it's like, it poisons and it roots people sometimes. It has a chance to poison and to... Well, I guess it always poisons, then it has a chance to root. And the root is actually a very nice effect if it hits because it locks them in place and like they won't attack. They'll just sit there like locked in place.
For how long?
A few seconds.
Okay.
But like enough that you can sit there and wail on them. But so there's iolite there. There's a bloodstone over on the other side, and I think an iolite or two. I don't remember. But so there's those that dropped. But that's going to be helpful because I can upgrade my weapons one more time. I'm breaking into the middle here again. I sped this up aggressively because we don't need to see that again. But I'm breaking in the same way I did the first one.
Mm-hmm. And it worked a second time.
It did.
So it was not a fluke.
Still working. So here's this thing we're going to break open to see how many I get. I'm going to turn on auto pickup. And we got 4. Incredible.
How many do you need?
So I need 6. So I only need 2 more from the last one. And there's this. So this fortress had like 78 flame metal in it, which is also very nice. Not nice in that I don't have a portal here, so I'm gonna have to go back to a different portal to carry it back. Then if I want to bring this all back, I'm gonna have to bring back materials to make another portal. But it's whatever. I'm glad it had the 4 bell fragments was very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, this is when not having a lot of materials sucks.
Yeah.
Because I assume you would just normally have extra stuff to be able to make portals in case your portal...
Normally, your portal would just break, and then the materials would drop, and then you'd pick them back up and rebuild it.
Ah, got it. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you giving us a picture of the inventory?
Yeah, I'm just trying to show what I'm pulling from here. So I'm clearing out my bread and the wood. So I'm carrying back 30 flame metal, which is still nice. I guess that I can carry that much. But now I have to make the trek back to my stone portal
that was a close up.
Mm-hmm.
Your stone portal at the beginning, front.
At the beachhead, yeah. Anyway, so along the way, I'm killing a bunch of aspen and vultures because I can keep up with their meat. So that's all pretty decent to have for the Ashlands, and then doesn't require any processing and easy to upkeep.
When's the new biome coming out? Do you know?
I assume it's going to be wild. They've started releasing teasers for it, which is like 30 seconds of showing somebody sailing up to a island, and then they showed seals. Wow.
Whoa. Like
wow.
Like the animal?
Yeah.
Okay.
As opposed to the seal breaker.
Well, I mean, there's like a seal, like on an envelope.
Like a Navy seal, like the band.
Okay.
The band? I don't know.
I think there's a
called seal.
There's an African American gentleman who was or is currently married to Heidi Klum.
Whose name is Seal?
Seal.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Anyways, so now begins the fun process. Since I can't store things and I have a bunch of flame metal, I've got to process it all before I can use normal portals again. Okay, so here's upgrading these two weapons. So the single upgrade itself is not incredible for damage. It makes them do 6 more damage. So it does 141 instead of 135.
Whoa.
That's not this, but it is nice.
Now you're cooking with oil.
We're gonna really be one-shotting stuff now. But it increases the durability by a lot, and that is very helpful. So your weapons aren't randomly breaking if you don't get back to repair them. So those are good. That's also as high as those two can get. Because with a Black Forge level 5, which is the highest level Black Forge you can get.
So you have the best weapons that you can have. Those at least.
Yeah.
In this current iteration of the game.
They're upgraded as much as they can be.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
when they come out with the new biome, will you finish this out in the new biome?
I feel like I probably will.
Just pick it up right here where you've left off?
Yeah.
On this same map?
Exactly.
All right.
And that's also why I was doing some stuff I got the queen upgrade down, so I don't have to go kill the queen again if I want to make the artificer. What is it? The artisan table, tier 2, level 2.
Yeah.
Upgrade. So that's there. If I then want to be able to make the Drakkar ship, I can do that in the future. So I've been trying to keep that in mind. Just in case. But yeah, okay, so I made the trek back out to here. I picked up the jade because there's one other weapon that I want to try to make and use the jade upgrade on it. Coming later.
Spoiler alert.
If you've never played this game before.
Like some of us sitting at the table.
1-star Aspen still nearly killing me. He can 2-shot me. Anyways, it's also getting dark. This was really fun. I was trying to run through here and not waste time, I guess. But I went too late in the day, I think, because I used a tonic of Ratatosk right before I went out, and that's about to run out. So I've been out here for 10 minutes, which I thought this was going to take less than that. So what I did is I brought materials for a stone portal since I have the molten cores that I got from the fortress, and I'm just gonna put a stone portal down at the next place so I can bring back the flame metal. through that I get. But my thought was I'm just going to run and get that jade, and I'm going to run and set up a portal at the other fortress that I'm about to siege. And again, it is starting to get dark out, and it's taking longer than I thought because the...
Why don't you just run past these guys? Why are you fighting them?
Well, because they're going to follow me up to the fortress, and I'm going to have to kill them at some point.
I mean, yeah, but it feels like a daytime problem.
Well, I mean, it would be a daytime problem if I could get this down real quick. But the main problem is I don't have Grouston because I didn't have it on me, and then when I started making it. So I had the stuff to make the crafting table and the stone table, whatever the heck that's called. And so now I have to go gather some Grouston before I can finish making the portal. I lured some of those over to blow some stuff up to get Grouston because...
You didn't want to mine?
That doesn't attract as many people as mining, so that's why I did that. Anyways, there we go.
Believe in yourself.
Stuff on the ground. Put it down. There we go.
Now you can go home. But it's unconnected.
No, it's connected. Takes a second sometimes.
I like that we're watching this in real time in a 50-minute episode.
Hey.
No, I like it. It's helping me build the suspense. Look, you made it out.
Jeez. Anyways, so the thing I'm doing now is just for funsies. It won't make these things easier, but I'm gonna make some of the more upgraded food from the Ashlands. So since I have all the metals and crap that I need, I am making the last upgrades for the cauldron to get level 6 cauldron, which ironically I don't think I need most of because I don't know. I don't know how this works with the food preparation table still, and I really need to figure that out. But I do need the food. I need the cauldron upgrade for at least one of the foods that I needed to make, regardless. But I'm getting those last 2 upgrades. This one requires flame metal and ashwood. So I'm going to get ashwood, and there's a 2-star Dverger rogue. That's incredible. So I'm like, let me just chop down trees here, and he'll defend me.
Tell me why.
Because he's super strong.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You say this like I know.
You know what 2 stars are.
I mean, yeah, but... There's
super strong.
There's 2 stars of like more intense things and 2 stars of lesser intense things.
Well, yeah, but regardless, okay, I don't know exactly what the stats are, but they're like, I'm pretty sure they have twice as much health. They do twice as much damage. It might be more than that, but it is at least that.
So you want to become friends with that guy and take him with you as your sidekick?
I wish I could. At the very least, I will work near him and harvest where he's at. So he will defend me. But yeah, so here's the last cauldron upgrade for cauldron level 6. Also, again, in the future, if I'm coming back for the Deep North, now I do have this, if I want to go do that. But I've also been collecting the random bits and pieces that I need. Here's mashed meat, real easy to make. It's just aspen tail and vulture meat, which I get a bunch of from killing stuff. And then the fiddleheads just grow on the ground, and you can pop them up 3 at a time. They're very easy to find. So that's pretty easy to make. That's 100 health for that one, which is very nice. And then to make the other 2 foods, I need barley. So I went and grabbed some of that and turned it into that. And then now I can make these last 2 things. That one gives 105 health. This one gives 100 stamina. It's a little ridiculous. Feels like cheating.
Wow.
But yeah, you do have to cook them. So like these make on the food prep table, I don't know. I thought I picked up some of those vine berries before, and normally all the stuff unlocks if you've picked up the materials for it, then it'll tell you it's unlocked. Or like if you need a crafting station for it, it'll tell you what you have with the materials and the crafting level. But I don't know. So I cooked those. I got 3 really good Ashlands foods now. So I'm going to use that to siege the fortress, which is, this is me eating up right now. If you notice, my stamina goes up to 219, and then my health is going up to probably about the same as it was, like 260 something. Yeah, and also heals a lot. I think that's like 16 per tick or something. It's very nice.
So you're going now to
263. Yeah. So I'm sitting here and healing up while I'm sheltered, while I'm resting, because it heals you like 5 times faster or something like that to get my health up to full. But yeah, so now we're going to siege. So again, ideally this is the last one because there should be at least 2 bell fragments in here.
Did you bring a diverger with you? Or
No,
what is it? A draugr? What is it?
A diverger is the guy that's on our team.
Oh. What's a draugr?
It's the guys in the swamp.
Oh, okay.
That is a word.
Excellent.
That is relevant.
Good word association.
I forgot to put on bonus there for a minute, and thankfully I didn't just instantly die, but it got me down to like half health. So same strategy again.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, this one's just going even faster. My stamina potion was down to 3 minutes left when I started this, and so we can see that, see how low it is when I finish it. But this one goes pretty fast.
Probably because you sped it up. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks. But
Bum.
That's what I was doing. What's that thing called? It has a name.
Drum roll.
It's not a drum roll.
I know.
It's late. We got to do these more at like noon.
More
so,
early. Yeah, we'll do the future episodes earlier.
Yeah. So that way I can remember the names of the bunch.
The future episodes that won't happen for however long it is until Deep North comes out.
Oh, so sad. I'll miss being with you.
That's it. My gosh, now I'm gonna be stuck trying to figure out what the heck that is.
Oh, fine. We'll figure it out. We'll Google it when we're done.
This snare.
It's fine.
All
Alright, you got it cleared out?
Anyways, yeah, and that one took less than 3 minutes.
Amazing.
So fast. Such little, these are very difficult at first, and I feel like that was a lot easier.
Will you always invade this way now? Or will you build the big
Through
thing?
here?
Yeah, will you build the big thing regardless of, what you're doing? I don't remember what it's called.
Well, I build the big thing.
Yeah, the thing that rams the door.
I don't know. I think that's a lot easier
than what you're doing here. Okay. I don't know. I've never seen it.
Mostly just to bust it. This part takes 5 to 10 minutes to break in. And if only for that reason, I'd much prefer it. So that one gave me 2 fragments.
Perfect. That's exactly what you needed.
Yeah, thankfully. That is exactly what I needed. But yeah, and then molten cores. I'm up to 6 molten cores. I can make 3 more stone portals in future episodes when we come back. If I want to. Here's the 2 bells. Look at that. I could go fight Fader right this second, and I probably should have just done that.
But instead, you found something to distract yourself with.
Yeah. So a lot of the rest of the episode is going to be sped up, but I am going to be showing what's upgrades I'm getting beforehand before going to actually fight him. Here's all the fun food and stuff in my inventory getting arranged. This is what I'm working with. So that 1 round of food is going to be for Fader. I have one of each of those things, and then all that leftover stuff is for when I'm just out and about. So the stuff I have left to do is I'm upgrading my equipment as much as I can with all the flame metal that I have. I want to be just built up as much as I can before I fight him. My armor, I'm gonna get potions going. So I need stamina potions, a batch of stamina potions, and a batch of health potions, because I also ran out of health restore potions. If you notice, there's nothing in slot 7.
I am now noticing.
Now I've noticed that. Yeah, and I'm down to 2 of the running potions, but that's fine. It'll be fine.
Do you think you're going to need your winter cape in the deep north?
Probably. We'll probably have some extreme form of freezing.
Whoa.
Here is the Ask Armor upgrades. I'm not upgrading it quite as much as you could, because I would need another 30 Ask Spin Hide to upgrade it to level 3.
And who has time for that, really?
Ain't nobody got time for that. So I am up to like, as I equip this now, my armor is up to like 106. So that's fun. I also made the Berserker axes there in slot 5. My gosh, I missed that. This is, I'm coming back here. This is this place, that spot that I died to the 1-star Secret Soldier again. And this time it's not a 1-star.
Why are you coming back here?
Because I need to get royal jelly and blood clots just from killing ticks. So royal jelly, I think you have to get from inside the dungeon, but I'm literally just running through really quick to grab all that to make the health potions.
Okay.
So there we go. Major healing.
What ways would you typically be geared up more to go fight Fader in like a normal run?
Not much.
Okay.
I would probably have more food, so if I died, you know, I have more reserves and stuff like that. But other than that, I have pretty much everything that I want.
Okay.
Oh goodness. Okay, so I think the clips went slightly out of sync again, and that's fine. Because we're going to get to the things as they come up. I don't think anything important has been missed. We're going to take a look at that. Because I don't have the Berserker axes yet. I saw them a little bit earlier in a different clip. Anyways, I'm grabbing another 30 flame metal from here. That's going to be fun to figure out. I'm grabbing another 30 because that's going to finish up. What? Oh no, my gosh. Thank goodness. I put the Berserker axes up on the wall. Yeah, I'm crazy. So there we go. Upgrading these to the primal with the jades. And I'm going to get those to level 2 as well.
Oh, those look fun in your inventory slot.
All right. Green, red, and blue. But yeah, there was an episode that we were editing for everybody's reference. And the first time I tried to cut it, it was all out of order. And I thought I just did that again, but I did not. Okay. Moving on.
Editing took a minute.
Editing, yeah, that was fun. Okay, so here's these axes. They do a lot of damage, but they have this weird 4-hit combo. So they go pa, pa, and then double hit. But, see, and I'm trying to do this combo right now. The reason why I haven't been using these axes...
You can't have a shield.
Yeah, you can't have a shield. And also, if you're going to try to do the combo to get a bunch of damage out, you have to sit there and constantly be attacking. You can't, like, pause your combo and then come back to it. So you have to sit there and attack for your entire combo if you're going to do it. So not feasible, really.
The blue and the green weapons do look real cool, though.
Right?
Yeah. I'll give it to you. It's cool. I can't really see the red one, so, like, in action. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't use... Well, I will use the spear at some point, but I use it for the ask fins and the... Anyways. You can also use these axes to chop, and they do, like, a lot more damage than the black metal axe does. So that's fun. So at this point, basically, I can put up the black metal axe, because I'm going to be carrying these around, and these chop wood a lot better.
Nice.
So that's fun.
That's
an inventory space.
You're back over here with your 2-star, so he'll protect you.
Yeah, well, because
your bodyguard.
Because I need more ash wood, I think, for the shield upgrade. Yeah, flame metal shield. So I think that's everything. As much as I'm gonna upgrade. The only things that aren't upgraded as much as possible is the armor, and technically the Arbalest too, but I don't use the Arbalest enough. Everything else is upgraded as much as it can be. So at this point, the only thing I have left is potions, and then right now I'm getting materials for another portal, so I can set one down relatively close to Fader. Also screwed around with the boards a little bit, see if I could. It's still not working out. So when we come back for the Deep North, I'll have done something.
That's going to be priority 1. It's going to be the pigs.
Yep. Because who knows how much leather scraps we're going to get there.
Are you fixing your mod so you can hang the bells, or are you just going to log out again?
I'm going to log out again. I didn't have time to fix it, and I forgot about it, and yeah. You know, someday it'll be fixed so somebody else playing this doesn't have that problem. But anyway, so I got the materials for a portal. I'm going to try to set them up close, but also know for anybody watching this, if you haven't killed Fader, he does a lot of attacks that will like target your portal if it's too close. And I'm assuming other buildings too, maybe, I don't know. But like, we've had so many issues with that when I was trying to kill him the first time, where it's like the portal was so far away. I don't know, like the portal was still within eye shot, but it was a good ways away, and it kept getting destroyed, and we kept having to try to grab the materials and put it back up.
You say we? Yeah. Oh, you and your friend.
Yeah.
Okay. And why do you have to run over there and grab the materials and put it back up really quick? Why can't you just let it sit?
Well, you can, but if we die, then we can't get back.
Oh,
you have to come back to a different portal and run all the way through.
Yep.
And the point is, we were dying a lot, so
you needed the portal.
We needed the portal.
Did one of you die and the other one has to run, get the portal really quick so they can come back and help? Mm-hmm. Wow, that's stressful.
Here's where I'm logging out to log back in so I can put the bells down again. I will fix that someday. So I don't have to deal with that.
When we get to the deep north.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just had a question and I lost it.
Whoa.
Oh, how long? So this is like how long? About 4 hours of life play time?
Yep, this one and the last 2 episodes. And there, I forgot to record a little bit. Last time that'll happen this series.
Oh my gosh.
But that was literally just from the time I logged back in after the bells. I came over to this spot and put the portal down, and this is where I have the portal. So, like, this is a ways away from him, but as close as I feel comfortable having the portal. But this is where I put it. You can see Fader right on the mini map. I'm also going to pull up the map in just a second for reference, but that's where he is. That's where I put the portal. It's as close as I feel comfortable. I put it super high up on this rock because I think it's far enough away that I shouldn't be attracting people, hopefully. But yeah.
And now we're going to just kill a troll for old time's sake.
Yeah,
a little practice, a little pre-fader practice.
Phew! One shot right in the skull. Trolls take more damage if you hit them in the head, and they take more damage from piercing. And my armor gives me more piercing damage and all this stuff. Anyways, I one-shot. That was fun. This is the very first troll cave I set a portal down at. And the reason I came in here is because I'm waiting for the stamina potions to finish. So
you're just showing us that you can one-shot a troll.
Well, part of that too. But anyways, the reason I came in here is because I need to let the potion finish. And I didn't want to just AFK in my base. Because God forbid I get only the 3rd raid of the series. But it's like, you know, y'all's invading.
The 4th. Oh, I was going to ask you. Yeah, because you had the wolves that weren't here, and then 2 trolls. Yeah. I was going to ask you what other raids there were. Yeah.
Well, I was actually thinking about like just doing that, and because you can use cheats, whatever, and like cause a raid to happen. And I was thinking we could do that. But
no, just tell me what they are.
Well, I don't know them all. I don't have time to go through them all. I don't know if there's one for stone golems. There's one for a lot of things. There's one for ghosts from the swamps, for Draugr from the swamps, for wolves, for drakes, for fuelings. I think for fuelings.
Okay. Well, that's fine. You don't. I just didn't know.
There's also one I think where seekers come, and then one where y'alls fly in and start bombarding you. Anyways, here's Fader. I summoned him. That's how he enters. Incredible.
If you stand by him there, will he do a bunch of damage?
I assume so. I have no way of knowing.
You gotta try it for the gram.
I don't want to lose my food buffs because I decided to sit there.
No, like in your own free time on a map that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I could do that. He did just hit me when I wasn't blocking and hit me for about half health, so that's not good.
No.
If I am shielding, generally he doesn't do that much damage even if he hits.
Does he summon these people, or do they just show up?
Just show up because it's the Ashlands.
Okay.
So let me talk to you about this.
Okay.
So he has several things that he does that are very annoying. He has 3 like magic attacks, and you see that little, well, the little ring is from meteors. I'll just try to point them out as he does them. But if you're close enough, ideally he's just gonna do these like swipes at you, which you can dodge and then combo, right? And he gives enough gap, unlike the queen. That's just another like melee thing, where you can do a full combo. And so again, it's better to do like the full 3-hit combo with this thing so that it sometimes does lightning damage. So he calls down meteors, right? He does this weird stomp, and then he stands up and screams and roars. He calls down meteors, and they do follow you around, so you kind of got to run, right? Because as you move, they'll start targeting your new location. I'll be doing another one here in just a second, I'm sure. But until then...
Are you dodging, or are you just like close enough to him that he's not hitting you?
I'm dodging.
So if you didn't dodge, he would hit you?
Yeah. Okay, so he does this weird thing where he sweeps and then slams the ground. And this causes these spikes to erupt on the ground, which again follows you around. And the spikes pop up soon after they start and do quite a bit of fire damage. This is like technically a weird 4th one. He just spits out a flame breath thing. But that one's not really a problem. He just does a quick attack, right? And that's just his last one. He does this big sweep across with his right arm. And it just summons a ring of fire around you, which you can jump over. Like, it doesn't really do that much fire damage.
I mean, it just did like a third of your health.
I think that's because he hit me while I was jumping in the air and without blocking.
Okay, that's fair. So he does all these when you're not close to him.
Yeah. So now he won't do them super close together. So if he does all 3 in quick succession, even if you're not right next to him, like it'll wait a second before he actually does them again. But you do want to sit close to him because ideally you sit close to him and he does more melee attacks, because then you can just dodge and attack, dodge and attack. When he starts making the stuff like spawn up under you or the meteors come down, you kind of have to run. So it's better if you can get him to do the melee attacks on you. Now, that also might be different if you're using magic. Like maybe you can just kind of sit at a distance and then, you know, strafe and kind of shoot at him while you're dodging this stuff. But
you know, I'm sad that I don't know anything about the magic.
No, we'll do it for the deep north.
Perfect. Add it to the list.
Jeez.
So what's the best like damage for this guy?
Like, how do you damage him? Do the most damage to him?
Yeah, like this person's weak to pierce. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Most of the bosses aren't. Like, they might have some resistances, but it's not necessarily like, oh, you should use this specific damage type against them, because this is the best. Except for, like, Bone Mass and Frost, probably. Like, he's weak to Frost, I think. Most bosses just are normal to a lot of things, aren't weak to anything, though. But I think he might be resistant to Pierce, but I think slashing or blunt damage is fine against him.
What are you doing right now?
Blunt.
Okay. And
also lightning, because of the enchantment. Also, showing off the axes here. The axes are actually really good at damaging him because of you can do the full combo on him. If you dodge roll, you have enough time between that and his next attack to get a full combo off. So that is actually very helpful.
It seems like he does do all of his magic in a cluster.
Yeah.
Is that consistent?
Well, and part of that reason is because I'm generally, as soon as he does one, I'm running away, and then I'm at a distance, so he continues to do his range attacks. Because I think if he has an option, he won't necessarily do them all right when they come up. But again, like right now, I'm further away because I'm running away from that. So now he's doing more. Oh, this is a new one now that he has because he's lower on health. Where now he summons guys.
Oh.
So he summons warriors and archers. And instead of like the warlocks, summon just the little scrawny guys that run around real fast. He summons archers and warriors. They are weaker though, so like they're dying in one hit. You see, right? They are weaker, but they still do quite a bit. They have a lot less health, but they still do quite a bit of damage. So those are added in to make it more difficult to actually have any time to attack him.
The stamina would really throw me off in this game. I kind of forget about it on a regular basis.
It's a big learning curve if you're not familiar with this. I think it's pretty common. I don't know. I haven't played Dark Souls, any of the Dark Souls game, but this is like a. I don't even know if Dark Souls, I guess, uses stamina. Jeez. Anyways, but yeah, it's a very big thing because you have to get used to like, hey, I can't just sit here and run all the time because it's gonna run out all my stamina. I can't sit here and just attack until I have no stamina because then I can't dodge or run away because I've used all my stamina attacking. It is a big point. It's very important.
Do these spikes damage that dude? I think I just saw that happen.
Yeah. So
oh, that's nice.
This is another thing. I probably could have figured out how to do this fight better before I tried it on here. But that is actually a lot better of a strategy for taking care of them. Is instead when this is like a common theme for the Ashlands, everything kills each other. Instead of me sitting here trying to run around and kill everything myself, I just need to run near them when the spikes are coming up, and then the spikes will pop up and kill them.
Yeah.
I do figure that out at some point during this fight. But yeah. Oof.
Well, you know our system. I come up with the good strategies and you perfect them. But yeah, the stamina would throw me off. I mean, not that I'm excellent at really any very intricate video game, but I remember that the mana in League of Legends used to always throw me off, especially at the beginning. You're like, I have health and no mana. I'll just sit here.
You have no mana. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, the stamina would throw me off for sure.
Yeah.
Another reason I don't play this game.
Well,
I'll just stick with Stardew Valley.
Jeez.
We actually haven't played that game in
such a long time.
Years. Anyway. Alright, so this guy seems like he's been kind of at medium health for a long time.
Yeah, well, so the issue I'm having is if I'm trying to kill the summoned people and avoid all the magic attacks, I don't really have time to attack him, and that's most of my problem right now. But then also sometimes I'm like, well, I'll just ignore them for a second since I can do damage to him, and then like the archers sit there and pelt me with attacks.
Yeah.
And screw me over either by draining my stamina if I'm blocking or by damaging me if I'm not blocking. So see how he's walking up to me because he can't do magic at that time, I'm assuming. Anyways, I am trying as much as I can to do the X combo. If you have stamina for it, it takes a lot of stamina, but it does a lot of damage. Getting the full combo off. It's very nice. Okay, so I got a bit of health. This will speed up soon.
I mean, no, it's fine. I'm sure people who are interested in fighting Fader are learning valuable lessons.
Valuable life lessons.
On what not to do. Just kidding. You're doing a great job. You haven't even died once yet. Which is impressive. So do you know what these bosses are going to be before you summon them? Or do you just summon them and you're like, holy crap, it's a dragon?
What do you mean, do I know?
Do you know? That's what I mean. Like, when you summon
Fader...
Fader...
If you look it up beforehand, then yes, you do know.
Oh, okay, so did you know?
Did I know that Fader was a dragon?
Yeah.
I knew Fader was a dragon because I had seen the thumbnails of Fader.
Okay. Did you know about the other ones? Oh, sorry.
Here's my first big mistake here. So.
Oh, you did die.
So I died to frickin' fire. Which, okay, so there's like apparently a couple things where the fire just does an incredible amount of damage. This is me running back. Sped up real quick. Now this is on double speed right now. Because this is much more of the same. But anyways, there are certain things that do a lot of fire damage where he's just like sitting on this, and if you run on it, it does a lot of fire damage. And not only that, but the fire damage stacks. So it might be like, oh, this is going to do 20 damage a tick for 5 seconds. 20 damage a second for 5 seconds. But then, if you stand in it, it like agitates it. I don't know what the word you want to use is. And then it starts doing more and more, more quickly.
So did you just figure that out right now when you died? Okay.
Just figured that out. So I don't think I realized what killed me the first time. And that time I'm like, oh, the fire does a lot of damage. So I can't do that. It didn't seem like it was that bad before then. But obviously, there are some times when it's very bad.
And you finally used bone mass, I see.
Yeah, on the last time and then died to fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's that fire right there that you can't be in.
I'm not sure which fire. I think it's from this thing, and then once the spikes go down, the fire still does a bunch of damage. I think that's what it is. I'm not positive on that, though. Because like you'll see the spikes go down, but then there's still like that flame sitting there, and I think it's that flame that does a lot of damage.
Okay.
Not 100% positive. Anyways. So, the strategy that I'm figuring out at this point, as Fader's 3/4 of the way dead, is... So, this is where I think I'm saying, oh my gosh, it's killing all these guys that are following me. I need to just drag it over all these guys and have it kill all of them. And I'm finally figuring that out at this point. So, but I think the good strategy, so that you have an optimal amount of time to like attack him, is when he does this thing, you run close to Fader. Don't do the thing I'm doing right now where you're walking like right under him, because that leaves him just covered in flame. Now you can't walk up to him and attack him, right? He's just sitting there. What you want to do is kind of circle him really close so that the spikes will kill everybody close to him, and then you can still run up on the side and kill him. So that is what I do at some point in the future. I figure this out, but that's the strategy that I've come to a conclusion. It seems like it's helpful. So like this, right? So now you can go on the side of him, and it's kind of exposed, and you can attack him, but you can still drag it along to kill everything, so that you don't have to waste time killing everything. You don't have to worry about them killing you, but then you can still attack him.
Yeah, this seems like a very stressful fight. I mean, I guess there's obviously a lot going on partially too because it's sped up. Mm-hmm. So there's no like wait time really between attacks, but yeah, this is a lot happening.
Yeah, and it gets worse the longer it goes on. Like, well, because he starts summoning things, right? So it gets more tedious. But yeah, I think about this compared to the Queen fight, because the Queen fight's the only other fight like this that takes a long time and is actually difficult at this point. Because I feel like even killing Yagluth and Motor and Bone Mass, they're all like really simple once you know how to do them.
Yeah.
But the Queen and Fader still feels difficult, even if you know what you're doing. It's still like if you screw up in a bad way, you can still die very easily.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy Fader a lot more than the Queen, because if nothing else, it's like you can actually, if you're doing it right, you get like the Berserker axes and you can do the nice full combo on Fader. Like, that's fun. That's just fun. Okay.
I hear you, and I respect it. I mean, they match his color, so it makes sense that they would do a bunch of damage against him.
Exactly. Ironically, I think the ones I chose are probably the worst option. Because for Fader specifically, because if they root him, that just prevents him from doing his melee attacks.
Oh, and you want him to do...
I want him to do the melee attacks.
Yeah, that seems bad.
So if they were the lightning ones, that would be ideal.
Can you have multiple lightning weapons, or just one?
Yeah, you can have
as many of
3 variations. I could have lightning axes and the green axes if I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you normally make the green axes? Is that what you normally make?
I think I haven't had a lot of experience with all the Ashlands weapons. I like the green axes because for certain things, like if you can use them on a Morgan and it actually roots him so that he doesn't move and can't attack, then you can just wail on him and take him out super quick. Yeah, it's very nice. Or like a fallen Valkyrie and it roots it in place and you can sit there. It's very nice. But there we go. Finally, 2 deaths. Not ideal. That is also the last of my vulture meat and aspen meat.
Wow, you just barely made it.
Yeah, it would have been a real pain if I had died again. It's fine. There we go. Look at that huge trophy. And then this is the way that all the boss drops worked before the other boss drops the other bosses came out. There's just a relic, Fader relic. So that'll turn into whatever the heck it's supposed to be at some point in the future.
Okay.
But before the queen came out, it was a similar thing. The Yaglith just had some relic, and then it turns into the whatever wisps after the queen came out, and then the queen just dropped some weird glob that then turned into the majestic carapace.
So you just keep that piece, and then eventually it'll be what you need.
Yeah, it'll turn into it. But yeah.
So there it is.
There we go. And so now I'm just going to put the trophy on the pedestal there.
So we're gonna have one more episode.
Yeah. So yeah, since we're done here, there's not gonna be anything else to accomplish, but that we're gonna record one more thing of just us going and playing and like recording while I'm walking around doing stuff, just so we can take a look at some of the things we saw. If you guys have any questions, anything you'd be curious to see or whatever, let me know. I'm also gonna do, like, just to show my equipment, I'm gonna show my stats, what everything is at, and I'm gonna show you can do, there's like a command you can do /stats, I think, that'll show like all the random crap, like how far you've walked and how many trees you've got, like a bunch of random stats like that, I think. So I'm gonna show that as well. But yeah, there's all of them. And
did Fader just say that your maximum weight is up 300 that you can carry?
Yeah, if you have his buff.
Well, why didn't you just start by killing him?
That's such a good question. Jeez.
Anyway.
There's also a troll potion you can make that'll increase it by another 150, I think.
Anyway, ask us some fun questions. We'll answer them. Aaron will, at least.
I will try.
I'm going to clam up.
But yeah, if there's anything you want to see from the world or anything like that, we're going to check out some stuff and give it a final once over. But yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.